What is up, guys? Troy here, and first and foremost I want to apologize for not having a video out sooner, but it's just really been a pain lately, just trying to capture some footage to show. I had a video all planned out a few days ago. I was going to do some shotgun gameplay with a commentary, so I go into Battlelog, and I spend over an hour in Battlelog, but probably only about 4 or 5 minutes total in any given game. I kept getting disconnected for some odd reason or another, but it did give me an idea, and that was to go back and install Bad Company 2 and just go to town with it. It's been quite some time since I played Bad Company 2. I really put in less than 100 hours on the console side before Battlefield 3 came out. I only got up to a level 30, 31, 32, I believe. So I mean, I haven't played it in quite some time, and it was really refreshing going back and playing something that felt a little bit more new than it is. This gameplay is just some Eureka Harbor Conquest. It was a really long game, so I cut it down and showed the best parts. And later in the video, I even try my hand at some sniping. But overall, going back to Bad Company 2, of course, presents both upsides and downsides. Some of the downsides that I've noticed are the movement controls seem a little sluggish at times. Your in-game character doesn't seem to move quite as quick or be as agile as, say, your Battlefield 3 character does. Having to remap controls and get used to those controls was a little bit of a chore, but worth it. And the best thing, actually, about going back and playing this game, it was quite refreshing, is the fact that there is no suppression. It was really nice getting shot at and knowing the enemy is not going to get rewarded unless he actually hits me and kills me. It certainly makes you care about your accuracy a lot more than you would in, say, Battlefield 3, which is always a good thing. And another thing I noticed is that even though this was technically a console port, it seemed pretty decently well optimized for the PC. I had all my settings on medium high and was getting 90 plus frames per second. It even plays well with 24 players. Although I did find a few servers with 32 players max. A few of them here and there. But speaking of servers, there's still quite a bit. But quite a few of them seemed empty at the same time, but I think it probably had more to do with the time of day in which I was playing. More than anything else, I played during the middle of the day instead of the evening where more people would probably be on, so more populated servers would exist. But overall, I had a really fun time and really enjoyed going back and playing Bad Company 2. We all know that a lot of people seem to have rose-colored glasses on when they're looking back at certain past games, and while I still prefer Battlefield 3 for things like weapon balance and customization and control schemes and movement, I still think Bad Company 2 holds up quite well after 3 years. And speaking of that, 3 years isn't all that long ago. It just seems like a lot of players talk about Bad Company 2 as a game from a decade or more in the past, but I mean, if you're looking to play some Battlefield, but maybe want to take a break from Battlefield 3, you should most definitely jump on some Bad Company 2. That's pretty much going to do it for this video, guys. My next video will be what I had planned to do earlier. It's mostly going to be my commentary about my personal concerns for the company of DICE, the direction they're taking Battlefield, and the type of attitude they've taken recently. And when I mean recently, I mean over the last 2.5 to 3 years. But I really appreciate you guys watching the rest of the video, and as always, guys, take care.